our lives at stake on a daily basis. You expect me to keep this secret from our fellow crew members.
Captain, it is not a secret that I am proud of. I mean, of course I'm not proud of it, but my family were killed by Galaxian reptiles.
You were part of the invasion?
Yes. I was just a small child at the time.
Oh.
But I remember it just as though it happened yesterday. I can hear the screams of my family right now. And that's why I wish to join this crew, to fight for the side of righteousness, because I've read and heard the tales of what this Federation is all about. And yes, I am half human. My mother was human.
Do you have a picture of your parents that I could see?
Yes, I have it on my holo rectifier.
Oh, look at your father.
Yes.
Well, Ensign, in the interest of keeping peace and fluid operations on this ship, I'm going to keep this secret between us.
Thank you, Captain. That means so much to me.
But if anything happens, please know that this is something that might come out.
Yes.
Yes, enter. Lieutenant.
Lieutenant.
I came to inform you that there was a group of people stranded aboard a barren wasteland, and the commander and I, we beamed them up. They're waiting in Bay 5 for you.
You've beamed up individuals without my consent. Lieutenant, do you realize this is an act of practically treason? You didn't ask my consent for this. Do we know anything about these people?
Well, Captain, they seem to be in great danger, and you weren't answering your comms. I'm sorry, I'm new here. I don't understand all of your regulations. I didn't mean any harm, right?
Lieutenant, I'm sure you made a good decision. You've beamed them up and you've placed them in the storage bay, I suppose?
They're in Bay 5. They seem harmless, Captain. I mean, as innocent as the ensign. They're waiting for you down there.
Gangler, it was easier than I anticipated.
Yes, those fools. I told you their empathetic hearts would fall into our trap.
Look at this ship.
Yes, it feels good to be spacebound once again, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. These must be the profiles of the crew.
What is it?
Why, I'm looking at the DNA decodifier of one of the crew members, and I can't explain this, Gangler, but he has reptilian DNA. Why, it's exactly half the DNA code of our own species.
What honorable, self-respecting Galaxigor would dare breed with one of these humans?
Don't you understand? That is our perfect way in. You can play on that human hybrid's disloyalty. He must be feeling the dissension within him. He must be feeling the pull towards his reptilian self.
Skullbag, never tell me my evil plans. I shall play upon that half-reptile's ideas. So, look, hello there. I am Gregor. Normal human named Gregor.
I am John Smith.
Welcome aboard. My name is Captain Lucy.
Captain Lucy, thank you so very much for taking us on board. We've been stranded down there for we don't know how long.
I am very grateful, a very common human emotion.
We also wanted to thank your crew for beaming aboard our life support system. You see, the radiation on that planet was so terrible that from time to time we may need to step into that to experience the fog of irradiation.
It's an interesting contraption. I noticed that our DNA has been reviewed recently. Strange.
Captain, I'm sorry I'm late.
Thank you, Commander. I would like you to do a scan of these two individuals. I'm especially concerned about the flu that's related to the ostrich or the emu. I'd like to make sure that these two are not carrying anything with them.
Captain, I apologize, I'm late. I brought the plunger to unclog base 6.
Vincent, these are our new stowaways, if you will.
Greetings, I am Ensign Roberts.
A pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, thank you.
My readings are clean, Captain.
Good work.
Excellent. Well, thank you for allowing us to take that scan of your bodies. Tell me more about your planet and its wasteland.
Captain, might I recommend, as I am the far greater raconteur between us, a human word from your French people, that I escort the two of you through the narrative wonders of our time and space and our journeys, and we allow Gregor here to... Gregor! We allow Gregor here the opportunity to bond with your crewmen.
Well, I welcome your French tour of our ship.
Forgive me, you said your name was...
Ensign Roberts.
Ensign, it is a pleasure to be aboard your ship.
Samuel Roberts.
Samuel?
The
Ensign?
latrine is now ready for use.
I imagine that someone of your clear talents, this must be the most honorable job on the ship. Why, you must be ranked above all the rest for to be trusted with such a tool and expertise. Is this the case?
Actually, this is literally the lowest position possible.
Really?
Yes.
And how does that make you feel? Is there some reason why you're looked down upon? Maybe some unavoidable difference between you and your fellow crew members that causes them to shun you to lower duty?
Well, no, I just haven't moved up in the ranks yet. I'm honored to do any duty.
Oh, I see. Then you're new in this job. You've likely only been doing it for a few weeks and haven't had time to move up the ranks.
This is my 7th year.
Really?
Yes.
And how many times have you been passed over for promotion? No matter.
33.
I imagine, but who's counting? I imagine why you're qualified to do a number of things on this ship. Why, for example, I bet you could give me a very thorough tour. As a guest, I would certainly appreciate it, especially if I could see your transponder. Capable of making long-distance communiques?
Yes, actually, if I may speak frankly, you are not part of the crew, so I feel like I can unload a certain burden. I'm quite annoyed.
Why, Samuel.
Yes, I mean, working... I shouldn't say anymore, but it will be my honor to give you a tour of anything that you wish to see. And I've actually been privately learning deeply about the ship and all of its working mechanisms. I have a certain passion for engineering.
Freeze, life forms. What is it, my dear elders, that Gregor tells the ensign that makes him call into question his very being on the cruise ship as the ensign? Who has some information on this? Does he tell the ensign that he knows he's a reptilian and his secret is out unless he does what he wants to do? What does that sound like? Thumbs up if it's a yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I see more thumbs up. It's a yes.
It'd be my honor to show you anywhere.
Then to the transponders at once, and don't worry, your secret's safe with me. No, you see, the ship's files were left open, and, well, I'll confess that while we were unattended, I reviewed your DNA.
You will not tell anyone, will you?
Of course not. And don't worry, I don't have the slightest bit of judgment for you, for I can tell that you're underappreciated here.
I do feel underappreciated. Please, let us be off. Your name again?
My name is Gregor.
Gregor, thank you. Please, follow me.
Captain!
There's been urgent news from the Coalition.
Yes, Lieutenant?
Apparently, nearby, a planet has been taken over by a reptilian woman leading an army. The Coalition has just sent us a message asking for us to exterminate the entire reptilian population there.
Lieutenant, this is, I have to say, my first extermination. Are you certain that you've read that correctly?
Yes, I have, Captain. It's straight from the Coalition. I don't think we should be judging them for
Do
this.
they have any information on this female leader?
Apparently, she is extremely deadly. She's wanted in 27 systems.
Can you bring up that holographic of her?
Yes, I'll bring it up right here. You can see everything about her, Captain. Right over here.
Oh,
Yes, I'll spin her around so you can see all the details.
she's hideous and beautiful at the same time.
Captain, before I came on this ship, my past crew, we did so many battles with reptilians. Why, this one, I remember that she used to be part of their army. Her previous general was killed in the last battle, so she must have made her way up the chain. But they are fierce and ferocious.
Let me see if this holograph has any verbal messages to give us. I will kill you!
Yeah, that's exactly what she said,
I need
Captain,
to
before.
repeat that. I will kill you!
Stop it! Captain, that's exactly what she said before she demolished my entire previous crew. I was the only one left after her kind kidnapped. The only thing that could bring me solace was a night binging away in a donut factory.
Donuts, Lieutenant!
I ate everything they had.
Lieutenant, that's so unhealthy.
I sucked the jelly straight out of those things. I have a problem. But Captain, if it's the last thing I do, we have to exterminate every last reptile and
Getting guards!
Skullhang, Gregor.
I have terrible news. I have been monitoring the communication system on the ship. Apparently, Grindel has raised an army, and she has led an invasion on Waldorf 5.
Oh, she's wonderful.
Yes, but don't you understand? The organization that these people report to have ordered them to exterminate. Will you pick that up already?
Don't give me orders,
Skullhang! Sorry. Sometimes I forget how much I like you.
Go on.
They are under orders now to advance immediately to the planet and destroy Grindel and all reptiles. There is no time to lose.
Of course
How
not.
do your plans move forward with the hybrid human?
That fool Ensign. He gave me a tour and showed me exactly where the transponder was. And it's right here. That's why I asked you to meet me here, in between shifts, so that we can get a message out. I hope that Grindel's signal is still the same, and perhaps we can reach her.
Who dares speak to Grindel?
Grindel.
What? Some disgusting human.
Grindel, no. It is me, your beloved Gengar. I have changed my appearance so that I could infiltrate the humans. I am
Gengar,
aboard
you're
one of their
back?
ships. Yes,
So, you're alive.
that's right.
That's interesting. It's just I haven't heard from you in 17 years.
Our long-range communications were all blown up when we were waylaid.
Well, that's a convenient excuse.
Grindel, you have to believe me. I thought of you every day. I've obsessed over reaching you. And I have an important message. Don't look at me like that.
I can't look at that stupid human face of yours.
I'm sorry. I have to stay undercover for now. But this ship, the ship that I'm on, they've gotten word that you've taken over a planet and they're on their way to destroy you and all Calaxians.
I can't have that. Do you know how hard I've worked on destroying this planet and taking it for myself? No help to you, by the way.
You always could sweet talk. I'm sorry. I was shot down. There's no time for this. You must be prepared. In the meantime, we are within your sector and should be arriving at your planet soon. Make preparations for these humans.
Crew,
Do not let them
Captain.
catch you off guard.
Captain on the bridge. Everybody on the bridge now. Commander, set coordinates for Waldorf planet, I believe.
Coordinates set for Waldorf planet. Captain, I was getting a very strange reading. There was some message that was being sent from our ship out. I didn't understand all of it, but it sounded like a crew member had been ghosted by another crew member, and that he was undercover. I didn't get it all, but it didn't sound good.
Commander, I thought you had control over all communications on this ship.
Captain, I do. But this was strange. It slipped by our readings.
Very strange.
I have an important announcement too. Ensign, some donuts that I ate the other night had a very poor effect on my intestinal system. I made a huge mess in the latrines. I think you should get to that right away. Skip, bud.
Quick, the shuttle bay is here! We can escape on this shuttle pod.
Yes,
You fly.
I'm flying.
We are 12 minutes away from Waldorf 5.
I can't believe I'm going to see her again.
Yeah, that phone call went well.
Really, I couldn't tell.
No, you moron! She wasn't interested in you at all!
Really?
Couldn't you tell she was completely laconic and uninterested? She was angry at you. She felt as if you had left her in the lurch without so much as a phone call. I mean, how anyone could do something to someone like that who's so beautiful and... I mean, yeah, no, I think she's into you.
Skullfang, you've seemed rather agitated ever since we left that barren wasteland. Is there something on your mind?
I love Grindel, too! Drive the ship!
What do you mean? You love Grindel too? How long have you loved Grindel too?
Not Grindel 2, the first Grindel!
Also,
Grindel 2, her ugly stepsister, Matt. No. But Grindel, from the moment we both met her in tadpole school.
the way her tail flipped around.
The way she would swim in between the lily pad.
The way she could leap from the water and grab a fly and pop back down with the utmost grace.
She was a tadpole amongst a million. But
Captain! One of our pods has escaped. It's down there. It's headed toward the planet.
Commander, set course on that pod. Let's go into...
Ganger, they picked us up on their sensors. They're following us.
Captain, I'm scanning it. It appears to be Gregor and John Smith.
Quick, Ganger!
They've taken one of our pods. After them.
Initiating warp drive, level 7.
Initiating warp drive, level 7.
They're trailing us, Cap. Ganger,
We
Hang tight, Skullfang, we're entering the atmosphere.
Fire!
It's gonna get rough.
Firing now, Captain.
Invasive maneuvers!
Getting rough.
We've been clipped.
We need to follow the basic maneuver with them.
We're losing flotation on our harbor side.
We lost our landing skid.
Look at them. They're taking evasive measures to the stern.
Brace for impact. 3, 2, 1.
They lost our landing pad.
Captain, shall engage landing gear.
Engage landing gear.
Engaging now.
Captain, I'm putting all urinal checks in the urinal right now.
Okay, landing in 3, 2, 1. Captain, it appears they've crashed right up ahead.
Is that them? They've survived.
Captain, being the most expendable of the crew, I think I should go out there.
I agree, Captain. Send the ensign.
We will monitor from here.
Ensign, I'll go with you.
Captain, I encourage you to stay.
Captain,
I'll put him
please,
on screen.
allow me to prove myself worthy of potentially maybe one day showing with you that I'm more than this.
Oh, I survived.
Ensign will be watching you.
Thank you, Captain.
I wonder where that fool skull thing is off to. I'll deal with him
Stop
later.
there!
Beloved. It's me.
So, you've come back, have you?
Yes. I came back for you, and for conquest. I wish to serve at your side.
Well, what a good job you've done, too. It seems you've brought the coalition to my planet.
I had no choice. It was the only way for me to escape. The only way for me to see you again.
Gregor! What? That is you.
Yes.
What is the meaning of this? Why are you speaking to this creature?
Because I am Calaxian. 100% Calaxian. You were fooled by my transmogrified.
How is that possible? You're human. I can only recognize you by your stench and your outfit.
You have the sense of smell of a Calaxian.
I do.
That's from your mother's side.
Hello?
Ensign. Grindel?
Welcome, Calaxian. You are, of course, welcome on this now Calaxian planet. I have done a lot of work here, a lot of spears and heads, and the planet is ours.
You must refrain from attacking our ship. I came out here bravely to tell you that we do not wish to go into battle. We wish to have peace.
And Ensign Samuel.
Yes.
They sent you out here as the most expendable, didn't they?
I volunteered, but they gave no resistance.
Aren't you ready to see what the other half of you might have to offer?
What would I have to offer?
Why, I've seen your talents. You could serve as a lieutenant or commander in the Calaxian army. We wouldn't have you just washing latrines.
But I made a promise.
Oh, what a tempting offer has been made. Will this ensign give in to the aliens' temptation to come and be a fellow reptilian 100%? Just how loyal is this ensign to his crew? As you all want to find out right now, unfortunately, you will have to wait. For now it is time to urinate, hydrate, and defecate if you must. See you